Hello, how are you guys doing today? Y'all hanging in there? We are back in No Man's Sky. We were here, believe it or not. Well, this is one of the planets. Actually, this is the very first planet that I found after I left my starting system 2 years ago. Um, it's a typical stormy freaking building. It's empty. Um, I think my teleporter. Oh gosh. Yeah. Um, yeah. I got that up there, and I got one satellite dish. Okay, so we see I got my little ship here. It's pretty. It's nice. Yeah, we got it. We're keeping it. We're not. It's not going anywhere. But we do. There's my big boy. Um, he's halfway sticking inside the atmosphere, like he's just sitting there, hanging out. But yeah, um, we're keeping that too. Yes, we're not giving that. This, I love my ship. This is a cool ship. It's a great ship. It's served me extremely well for I don't know several months, right? But we went out today since I've space station there. Since I realized we're not going to be doing the expedition, uh, it just didn't have anything in it for us. I didn't really care too much for the armor that they have. It's rock armor or polished rock armor with a polished rock freaking jetpack, which seems like it'd be I don't know wrong, right? It's gonna be heavy. So how fast are you going to be able to fly with that? Your armor is made out of rock. Okay, well it didn't matter. I just didn't really like it. There was a lot of contours in it, and a whole bunch of just really intricate design, which absolutely would screw with my rating or my FPS. It would cause a lot of freaking stuttering. I would expect it's just there's that much that has to render in. It was yeah. So I decided not to do it. That plus a bunch of posters. Um, so since I decided not to do the expedition, and I wasn't going to get a new ship out of it, but we went today on a different type of ship hunt that I've been putting off for well over a year. There they are. Now it'll be daylight here in a little bit, and we'll be able to see these things a little better. That's why I don't know, blabbering so much. Yes, I think it's starting to brighten up over there now. What time is it about to be? My camera should tell me, right? Yeah, it's 3 in the morning. But you'll be able to see the colors better in a little bit. Um, they just look black right now, and they're not black. they, well, I think one of them is. I know one of them is really blue, but the blue one. This one here is one of my favorites. Um, it's narrow. It's very narrow. The wingless part of it is necessary for what we do. Um, Otherwise, you're hitting trees. I mean, we're gonna hit trees anyway, but but not not quite the same way you're going to with something with bigger wings like this one, um, and this one. But these two here are both extremely narrow. This one's the most narrow. This one actually has winglets on the end of it here. Um, it looks like pretty much the same ship without the winglets. It I'm well, the lower parts are different too. Right here in the front. This one's set back in its little tubes. Pew pew. Right. This one is just two worthless beams. Um, what are they doing? Aiming the cannon. Okay. Um, I don't think this one has any moving pieces and parts. Meaning when you take off, it doesn't expand or anything like that. It basically just this is its size. This is as big as it gets. Unlike a lot of other Sentinel ships that I have to change camera angle or camera viewpoints when we take off with these because I got to look at the outside to see what it looks like, how big it is, etc., etc. Do that with all my ships when they're brand new. I got to get to know them, right? So we are, like I said, this is one of my first planets when I first came up with this this particular save. Um, Actually, I think that was my first actual base. um, I had this thing stuffed with refiners at the time because I think chlorine was a thing. I'm pretty sure it was. I only needed a little bit of money. I didn't need much because I'm playing creative, right? How much money do you freaking need? We we wound up buying ships for free and um, basically doing a whole lot of scrapping, and made a whole bunch of money. I mean, creative ships are free, um, and I had a really nasty habit of it. I love scrapping ships. It was just one of those things I really like doing in this game. Um, Not sure why that changed. It just did. Okay, this one's actually blue and red. This one is basic blue and red. Oh, yeah. Okay. Colors are kind of hard to tell here, aren't they? Ow. I give up. What the hell? All right, there we go. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of difference between these ships. In fact, these two, it, without that triangle there in the middle, they damn near look exactly the same, except for the dual wing. We'll see. We'll see. When we take off, I mean, you automatically know that these are Sentinels, but let's uh, let's get in this thing and see what we got. Um, Wait, where's the camera angle thingy jigger? Might be Starship View. Uh-oh. Oh, this thing is it handles badly. We have not upgraded any of them yet. I've done nothing. I bought the ship and I basically brought it home because after a while they were asking for trades. They wanted to trade my ship. I ran out of spots for ships. That's exactly what happened. Um, you're only allowed to have so many ships, and I was right at my. I was over. Right, yeah, I was maxed. But that's okay. I mean, I needed to get rid of a couple of them anyway because they were. Oh, good. Well, I like this ship. Um, it we are all over the damn place though. Okay, let's lower. There we go. Lower the sensitivity. Oh yeah, she is much. Oh man, you see those tunnels? I want to go through the tunnels. Okay, let's see. This ship was fun. Let's park you over here. Wow. Okay, it just spit me out. Okay, let's try you. You have pieces and parts that are going to move on me too? Yep. Well, not much. It's a little wider than the other one. By a little, I mean a lot. You're not allowed to be wide. Stop it. Wow. Oh, this just messes with my head. How do people fly like this? Um, It has been a long time. This actually reminds me of a miniature freaking hauler. And it does feel miniature. Um, we, good God, this ship. Yeah, we're gonna have to rein these in. This is fun though. Okay, so she's a single engine. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with one. Wow, I love this planet. I think that's why I chose it. At least I chose the name. I chose the name for all the planets in this system, actually. Pretty sure it's Ship Fun 1 through 7, or 5, or 6, or 6, whatever many planets I think I have here in tunnels. Oh, I love that. And that's what it is. It's fun for my ships. Okay, so where are my other nuthers? There they are. We're gonna park you right here. At least that does look like a miniature hauler. Um, okay, so let's go for a ride in this. Alright. I like the way the wings swept down, but it didn't get too much wider. It is wide though. This seems a bit wider than the other one. Um, this one reminds me of an Explorer, a beefed up Explorer. Yeah, this one's squirrely. She's got spirit. Um, ouch. I don't like flying like this or doing flips and stuff like that. It just doesn't feel natural. It feels weird. Boing, boing, boing. Mm, wow, that was cool. It's got good reverse. Right? Um, what are you doing? What are you doing? Thank you. Um, I guess it was too low going over the other ship. Right? No, maybe not. I don't know. That was weird. That was odd. All right. I get to take a ride in the very last one. That's not it. Huh, here you are. My end's bad. Wait. No, it's you. Stop confusing me. Why is everything so slow right now? Let's look at its stats. Uh, 489.7 maneuverability. It looks like it's got quite a bit of build up to it already. The hyperdrive 660.6, and it's got some build up to it. Damage potential 412.8, and even that's got some. Shield strength. What in the hell is all this? Yeah, this is going to be a blast. Okay, let's get you back home. Where did we meander off to? Ow. Alright, let's try to do this again. Okay, nice. Very pretty ship. Okay, this one's got 468 maneuverability, 653.6 hyperdrive. Both of them's been built onto. Ship shield strength is 197.7. Damage potential is 460.8. This is an S class. All of them are. Okay, we got them at the four corners. All right, so let's take this one up, and let's see how we fly with this in third person. This is probably going to be crash bang boom. Oh, I'm pretty sure. Oh, this is weird. Okay, so the decision is, I'm not sure which ones to keep. I I can't fly four. Um, one of them's going to have to become my new primary. This one's ready to just about be retired. And it's not like I'm going to build the other one up to be anything extremely special or anything. It's no, this one's not even built up to be extremely special. I can't have much more speed than I currently like that. I mean there is, but the faster you go, the higher you have to fly, more or less, and the more you miss. Because back in the day, the fastest you could fly was pretty much like this right here. You weren't flying very fast. You were just, moving along. Um, the speed got bumped and got bumped and got bumped, and finally it hit over 1,000 units per second. And then No Man's Sky changed things with the ships completely, and your speed pretty much goes down or went way down. Sorry about that. These ships are absolutely a blast to fly. Ouch. I do appreciate trees that get out of my way. I, and they said there was no intelligent life form out here, huh? I'm trying to look so far out ahead of this thing, so I have some kind of an idea of what's coming up. Um, when you're first person, you react instead of there's a lot more reaction than there is creation or whatever you want to call it. Here you get to look and you see everything, and you're like, wow, this is a totally different perspective. It's harder to fly um, for me, but I don't know. I can see why I liked it. Ooh, come on, let us down there, water. All right, let's head up here. You can see why I named, why this one was the scenic view planet. Um, I guess that would be considered a partial solar eclipse. If one of them's blacked out, um, I don't know which way the sun's going. And once again, it's right in the middle of the planet or in the middle of an ocean. Damn it! Come on, water. See, I got the nose. You can tell, like, I got the nose down on it. It just don't want to go down. It's like, nope. Usually, if I'm flying level over it, I can inch it down, but it takes a good bit of room. Either that, or I have to full the water and slide on it and then come up. Everything pink sky, blue water, green grass. All right, so let's go see another planet. That became a struggle real quick. Oh yeah, that meteor field headed out for me. But see, sitting here looking at that planet, you'd never think that. Oh, look, uh, it's got a pink sky. I don't think I would ever have. I didn't think that until I got there and looked at it. And I was like, wait, even the atmosphere didn't give that one away. All right, so this is one of those spotlight planets. It's only light where you are. Everywhere else, it's dark. But wherever you are, oh, camera ran on off without me, didn't it? There we go. We're trying. What? I don't know. This is kind of fun. I'm sorry. Um, the way I usually decide which ship to keep is, I'll. It's not by typically always by looks, but it is by width. Um, my ships, the one I'm flying right now is a lot wider than even I like my ships to be because sometimes you like to take your ship down in a cave, right? Go spelunking a little bit. That's why I had the squid and a guppy. The guppy didn't have the dorsal or anything else on it. It was just a little ship, um, and it was like my little ball. Um, you just bring it out here and pretend that it's a ball rolling across the land, doing right. Um, and you can see right now what I'm talking about when I say these ships. The wings, uh, your roll, your roll is slow. This is how long it takes for a ship to react. When you're just trying to roll it to the side and make that turn, that should be beefed up just a little, I think, or at least it should be allowed to be. Um, I'm guessing this is an empty planet, or yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be an empty planet or airless planet. One way to tell real quick. Oh yeah, empty planet weather perfectly clear. Well, I don't know. I guess those are space clouds, huh? We're just out here floating around. We gotta be careful. Don't want to get too far away from the ship. All right. Now from there, the ships. The next thing I'm pretty much going to look at for me is the maneuverability, right? Maneuverability and shields. I'm not too concerned with how far it'll hyper jump. Um, I go from planet to planet, basically through the anomaly, and you know, I bum my way through the galaxies this way. I suppose. I do every once in a while jump in and head off and find my own, you know, paradise planets, but I don't know. I was having a really bad string of luck with them. I just couldn't get one that was decent, you know. So I look at that. Um, I don't really care about the damage potential. It doesn't matter. Um, I don't really fight anything. Not in creative mode. Every once in a while, if I need to, I and I have needed to with this ship. I will load it up and get it, so that it can actually beat an NPC. Um, and that's all it needs to do is beat NPCs. Like if I get stuck in the middle of a freaking freighter battle or something, by jumping into another system, I'm gonna have to fight. Um, and that's pretty much why I think I had to upgrade this. I think we. What, y'all thought I wasn't gonna try to get you dizzy, even in third person, huh? See, this kind of reminds me of um, this ship kind of reminds me of, I don't know, an F-22 or something. It's got a lot of maneuverability. It's quicky. It's sneaky fast. Um, it can be built up to be a really awesome ship. Um, I didn't even put in my figurines properly. Figurines with the um, wow. What are you doing, Charlie? I'm sorry. He's sitting here putting his claws into me. He does that when he wants to sit on my lap. He's been quite a pest for the last couple days, really. Um, like I said, I had to take them off of pate because they they wouldn't leave it alone, and they had to have it 5 times a day, and they wouldn't even eat the solid food anymore. So I had to take it away. It was just too expensive, $14 every 3 days, and and that's for a pack of 24 because these guys are one at 3 and 4 times a day, and it's two of them. So you see how fast that goes. Um, they were becoming about as expensive to feed as I am, which isn't bad. But I don't want them that hooked on something. It was getting to the point they would lick the gravy, but they wouldn't even eat the patty anymore. That was all they wanted was the gravy from it, and they were hooked on it. It's, eh, I don't know, kind of like taking a beer away from an alcoholic, I suppose. That was just their thing. But now they have kitty food. I changed up their cat food a little bit. Their kibble. I was getting them uh, food that had, I think chicken was the first flavor, or that or salmon. That was the choices they had. This time, I got them what's considered junk food. um, I think it's Purina or something like that. It's not bad food. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't have meat as the first ingredient, and it's a substitute. So yeah, but they are eating it. They wanted it, so that's something that's at least cheaper for them and for me. And it takes them about a week and a half to go through it. But he still wants that pate so bad, and it's been 4 or 5 days. I think they've gone without it. Every time he comes in, I gave him another handful of food, kibble, and boink, ouch, that hurt. I give him another handful of food, and he typically won't eat it. So by the end of the day, he's got a full bowl of food, and he's still begging for food. He will literally go over there and scratch at the food bag. I mean, I'm like, Charlie, you have a whole bowl of food. And at the end of the day, well, Cricket eats what she can. And usually it's sitting there in front of her until lunch the next day. Um, she can eat a lot, but she don't eat that much. So I think Charlie, if he comes and he'll eat like 5 pebbles, and then he'll leave for a half an hour, and then he'll come back and he'll swear that the food is old and he doesn't want it anymore. So it's like I can only feed this cat 5 pebbles at a time before, you know, he just won't eat it. But it's like my mom said, when he gets hungry, he's going to eat. Um, and I'm not going to starve my cat. I'm not going to do that. But I am gonna let him, get hungry enough to eat something. Um, that's how it works, right? Ouch. I really don't like this. This just reminds me of pulling a puppet around on a string, right? Um, and I'm just, getting it out of my system, because it's going to be one of the last days I get to play um, in this ship. It's like I said, it's getting retired. I never flew it in third person before. This is extremely awkward. But as long as I'm not thinking about it, I guess I do all right. It's when I start thinking about it. It's like you got to disconnect and become one with the game. That's usually why I like to have music playing, right? Because I don't know, it gets my mind, it keeps my mind focused, um, but also not so focused that I'm paying attention to the game as much as I am in the music or whatever, so that I can, just conform to the planet, so to speak. But if my mind is wandering and I'm blabbering, I'm hitting stuff. That's just, and I'm flying weird. Can I change view, please? This is really, uh-uh. I went to the wrong one, didn't I? No, there it is. Thank you. Oh, crap. Now it's weird. The next thing I look for in a ship after maneuverability um, and shields, well, that's where I'm looking at. Well, is the ship ugly? You know what I mean? It's not that I care, because I'm not going to really see the ship fly like this right here all the time anyway. So it's no big deal to me if it's ugly. But it just seems like um, if they're really ugly, they're kind of sloppy even when they get built up. Um, I had a couple um, haulers that I just there was no way I couldn't get them to dial in. I got them right. It's just when you're used to flying, little fighters and stuff like that, like this, um, then you jump in a hauler, you're gonna get bored real fast. Well, I did anyway, because I'm gonna try to treat it the same way I treat this. I'm gonna take it out here and I'm gonna Yankee Banky. We're gonna fly through the trees. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do it all. Um, okay. I forgot I still had those out. All right, so let's jump in these little ships one more time. Yo. All right, this is the view you get from this one in first person. The one thing I don't like about it is those rods. On the at the 2 and 10 o'clock position there. I don't. You already don't have the greatest view um, from the ships in this game anyway. And flying in third person, well, you just saw it looks like I put my ship on a freaking popsicle stick and basically moved it along, right? It looked goofy, but I don't think there is a ship. I don't think we have one that doesn't have those rods up there like that. In fact, I'm fairly damn certain of it. All right, let's take you back to the base. We can find it. There it is. One of the issues that I had with um, my other ship there a minute ago was the fact that I had the sensitivity turned all the way down on it. So yeah, okay. So let's do this. I want to see what your top speed is at this level. 289. Okay. This ship's going to point at you. Okay. What is your core maneuverability? 281.1. That's not horrible. That's not horrible for the newer ships because man, when they get maxed, they're up there. Or these ships anyway. From what I've seen, they've had some folks that's got their maneuverability up to 3,500. And it's like wow, and them suckers that go 700 units per second, over the planets, and I'm just like, yeah, no, I, I definitely don't need something that fast. I enjoy the blur that I currently have, and I know if I get down that low, that blur is going to get, oh my god, and you know, I don't know. I think this is too fast for me. You never know. Like I said, I'm keeping two of these at least, but two of them I'm probably going to get rid of. So this one's 468 maneuverability. Let's take you out in first person. Yep, those damn bars. Okay, okay. You're pointing at that one. Okay, let's go. See what your speed is. 286. So the other one is slightly faster than this one. Okay. Which makes sense. I mean, yeah, this one's just a little bit low in the maneuverability area. I think. Pretty sure. We well, actually, all are a little low in the maneuverability area. Don't judge. Don't judge. Um, Okay, where you at? There you are. Let's go home. These are gonna be some fun little ships, I think. Mm, that's that added wing um, span there. Okay, let's put you. You're number 2, I'm pretty sure. I know you didn't beat 289. Okay, let's see. 261 core, 261.4, 261.4, and okay, is that's a glitch. These two are okay. Let's see what this says. 403.9. Well, maybe they can be the same. I mean, like I said, they were only 1 or 2 freaking units off of each other. Um, and this one was faster. Okay, let's go find another one. All right, I like this one. It's my little hot rod. Vroom, vroom. All right, so the temperature's 104 degrees. Yeah, it's got that damn bar. Okay, speed check 286. That's 1 unit faster than the second place. Okay, yeah, I like this one. It just seems or feels or yeah the controls feel, I don't know, a lot easier on it for no reason. It's almost like the plane just, this one just glides. It has a, better feel to it. But even this one's 280, 285, 286. Um, I mean, that's not horrible for a ship that's not been built up. Scourge. Oh. Okay, that blue ship is now third place. I'm pretty sure. Let me check it. I'll make sure. What the fuck? Just what? Okay. Um, 287.4, 287.4, 287.4. Bullshit. Okay. There's a glitch that does that for some reason. I don't know why. Let me get inside of this thing. Okay, 489.7. And 491.4. Oh, you 468. Yeah, this one didn't cut it. eh, I think this one was telling me get out, get it out of here. Eh. And you were what? 489.7. Unfortunately, it's also one. Stop it. Got these winglets on it. Mm, I like the black one. I like it. It's just those winglets make it a little wider. And the reason I parked it in front of that one, I parked it side off to the side. I wanted to engage them, one in front of the other. But you probably, nah, screw it. We flew it. It flew well. You, another one. Little winglets. All right. What's up? You go show me. Go. Oh my. I think we got a winner here. Well, so far. I haven't looked at the base maneuverability on it yet. So this one may be built up already. Who knows? Maybe damn near maxed out. I don't know. This thing's base engine is faster than my Starborn runner. Wow. I think we just flew in just about a full 360 there. Might have been like a 350. I keep forgetting these things haven't been um, built up yet. Um, with a low sensitivity mouse setting. God damn, this thing's got reverse like a champ. Okay, this one wins so far. Let's check this out. Yeah, it's been built up. Something is just better in this one than I don't know what this technology in here is. No, looks like they don't have basically the same crap. .253.5 core. So whatever the fuck is in it is giving it one hell of a boost. the other's what, 289, right? I can figure out what the difference is. I'm taking it out of there and putting it in one of these. That was, oh, now they're all going to tell you they're 253 core now. Because that one did. 489.7. Okay, now it should tell me what the core in this one is. 281.1. No, these are going to say 281. Yeah. See saying? You got to jump into each one of them to get all of them to change their base numbers. That's crazy. That's nutty. This one's going to tell me. That's going to be right, actually. Yep, 423.6. This one wins. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go. And I'll make up my mind on these. You two are crazy. But these were also the ones that I was rooting. I was rooting for them. Well, let's try this. Oh, my bad. There we go. Let's look down on them. Yeah, so you can definitely tell that these two here are thinner. Yeah, it looks silly even from up here. Okay, so let's see how far out does the wings or the winglets on this thing stick. Okay, about halfway into that triangle. Okay, so let's get you out of here. Plus, from what I've been reading and seeing and being told, is when we fly, things don't have time to really process in before we're getting to them. Um, which is why some trees will pop up right there in front of you, etc. So you got to know that, man. If I go 700 units per second, um, we're not gonna see any trees or anything. I mean, right? Probably. Good God, stop it. This will be it. I just want to get. What did I just do? Okay, so at its widest, this is about 3/4 um, of the triangle rather than right here in the half. But it is shorter, huh? Well, maybe a little bit. Maybe not. Okay, I think that one's gonna probably be our winner. What I was actually looking for, it wasn't these. Um, I've seen it around. It looks kind of like a little mosquito. It's just the box. That's all it is, and it stands on little tripods. Um, it has no wings, none of that, but it's got this. So I don't know where you get that. That's the one I was looking for. Oh, is it a little elephant? Oh no, that was dumb over there for a second. Oh, my bad. Okay, so this one's the one I'm gonna have to start figuring out how to upgrade. Um, and I'll figure out what to do with the rest of them. I mean, is it that you have to go and find more of these and strip them of whatever technology they have in them to upgrade another one? Is it, like cannibalization of your ships to upgrade the other ship? Don't know. Anyway, thanks for coming. Um, uh, I'm gonna be watching this because I need to look at those numbers again in the video. But anyway, night. You guys have a nice night.